Hi everybody, I'm Phil Black, founder and creator of FitDeck exercise playing cards. Now today, I'm extremely excited about introducing you all to FitDeck Nutrition. FitDeck Nutrition's been in the works for almost a year now, and we're very happy that we're finally making it available to all of you. Now before I get launched into talking about FitDeck Nutrition and some of the products and supporting products, I want to talk about two things. Number one, I'm not wearing a shirt. And that's not typical in my videos. And the reason why is because I've been living the FitDeck Nutrition lifestyle for the last 6 or 7 months. Now, I'm not saying I'm any Men's Health cover model or anything special, but with my busy life, with a couple different jobs and running my own business and 4 kids under 9 years old and everything that coaching kids and the deadly stresses that everybody else has, a lot of people out there have, I've been maintaining what I consider a good physique for me. I'm not a professional bodybuilder. I'm not going to, slay the world with myself. But I feel like I'm in a good spot that I can maintain for the rest of my life. And that's important to me. And that's why I'm so passionate about introducing FitDeck Nutrition, because I felt I've been able to implement it into a busy lifestyle like most people out there have. So what is FitDeck Nutrition? Before I start launching into the products, I want to talk to you a little bit about what went into the development and the philosophy of it. I, over the years, have tried and had some success with different types of meal plans. And other people have told me over the last, year, a couple of years that, Phil, please create an eating plan or a diet, call it what you want, but do what you did for fitness with the exercise playing cards for nutrition. Because just like with fitness, we used to be overwhelmed and we used to have conflicting messages and not really know what to do. And you fix that with the playing cards. Now do the same thing for nutrition. So I'm out there, trying to get through life like everybody else and running around and stressed out and grabbing food, getting into the car. And I've tried these different plans. And what's frustrating is there's so many different theories and so many different plans, and the government says one thing and there's always something new every month in a new magazine. Things like cutting all carbs out, or having no sugar, or the grapefruit diet, or the Hollywood cookie diet, or plans that require you to log calories, every single calorie from every morsel of food that you eat, and log it, or looking up exchanges, exchange this food for this food, or we'll deliver food frozen to your door every single day. Now, I'm not disparaging any of those plans because I've used them and there's benefit to them. What I was looking for is to try to put the FitDeck spin on it, meaning make it more simple, make it more convenient, make it fun, make it something that people can do and make a habit of over a lifetime, instead of these short-term, try this month, do this for 3 months, do this for a half a year. I want something that's going to last a long time, and you can just breathe a sigh of relief that finally I have something that's simple, convenient, and fun that's going to get me results. So what is FitDeck Nutrition? FitDeck Nutrition is based on 3 core principles. Number 1 is portion control. Number 2 is meal balance. And number 3 is hydration. And we have something that helps aid you and helps to implement all those 3 things right here. So the first thing is, I'm sure you'll guess, FitDeck Nutrition cards. In a similar vein to exercise playing cards, but FitDeck Nutrition cards. These cards will explain in a little bit more detail the framework, the philosophy. It synthesizes and simplifies a lot of information that's floating out there and puts it in one spot. We also have shopping cards in here that you could put in your wallet and bring with you to the store. It has travel tips for eating, all kinds of things like that. So this is the bedrock. This is the foundation of FitDeck Nutrition, and helps you use some of these other products that I'm going to introduce right now. Now the next product we have is called FitPlate. Now FitPlate is great because it knocks out those first 2 pillars, which is portion control and meal balance. And here's how it does that. This is what FitPlate looks like. And hopefully we can eventually zoom in on this and get a closer look. But FitPlate, you probably can't tell right now proportion-wise, is a 9-inch plate. Now if you don't know, 9-inch plates used to be standard in the 1940s. Now since then, these plates have grown and grown and grown and grown, the typical plate in your house. Now look at this plate right here. This is a typical plate now versus FitPlate. You can see that it's considerably larger. So in terms of portion control, you can imagine if you're trying to control your portions, how many people are going to take a plate and fill half of it up? It's very tempting, and you know, our culture has been to fill that plate up and eat what's on your plate. So if you have a FitPlate, you can still do that. You can fill, what we encourage you to do is to fill this plate, so psychologically you feel like you're getting the most out of the meal, and you're automatically, the automatic portion control plate. So that's number one. Number two is meal balance. This has gotten a lot of press recently. Do you have carbs or proteins or fruits and vegetables, and what percentages of each one, and what about fats, and just all kinds of different theories and structures and frameworks. We've tried to simplify it once again. Now this is not an exact science. This is not something that you can prove in a physics theory, but what we've come up with is real life implementation, which is the following in my view. You have three different categories for meal balance. The largest one, a little bit more than 50%, is fruits and vegetables. That's what you should have in your typical meal, more than 50% of fruits and vegetables, or the majority of fruits and vegetables. Then you have lean proteins up here, and complex carbohydrates in the other corner. That's it. That is how you balance a meal. You take this plate, you put different foods on in those different categories, and you have automatically balanced your meal without thinking about it anymore. So those are the two things that FitPlate does for you. Now, the key thing is, and where we really differentiate ourselves, especially in FitDeck as a company, is how did we put our little spin on it? How did we make it simple, convenient, and fun, like we did with the exercise cards? Well, here's how we did it. Each one of these categories, and hopefully you can see that when we zoom in, has suggested foods per category. And I'll go even one step further. You could maybe see here that there are some foods that are highlighted in gold. Those are the power foods. So if you really want to ratchet it up to another level, you won't just grab any food that's on here. Now, every food that's on here is a good food. There's not any junk food on here. But for those people who want to step it up, that extra level, you will go on here and only select the gold highlighted foods. Now you're really cooking with gas, because not only do you have a meal balance and a good portion, but now you're picking the very best power foods because it's top of mind. It's showing you what to do. So that's FitPlate. Now, the third pillar in review is hydration. Hydration is hugely important. There's all kinds of studies and statistics out there about coffee and caffeine and lattes and Monster energy drinks and 5-hour energy drinks. I want to break it down to this. If you're going to hydrate, let's use water. Now, if you want to do that other stuff, this isn't going to be a lecture about coffee and this and that, or alcohol or anything like that. Let's just get the water done. So what I've done is create a FitCup. Now, FitCup is a hydration monitoring cup, and here's what it looks like. It's a 16-ounce cup. You may have seen these in Starbucks, and it's nice hardened plastic. You can throw it in the dishwasher. It's got a nice secure lid on it that closes, so you can bounce it around, take it in the car. And it's 16 ounces. Most people should have, they say, about 4 to 6 cups. A cup being, or portions, 16 ounces. So what's happened to me is I get all motivated that I'm going to drink all this water today, and I fill my cup up and I put it on my desk, and it winds up sitting there. And I take a little drink, and 3 or 4 o'clock, and I finish a cup. I'm like, oh yeah, let me get a little bit more water. I've only had 1 cup for the whole day because I lose track. You're busy, you're drinking, you run out the door, you go to a meeting. You don't remember how much water you've consumed. So enter FitCup. Here's again that little FitDeck tweak that we try to put on everything to make it a little bit more simple, a little bit more convenient, and a little bit more fun. Every time you consume a full cup of water, you take one of these marker rings and you move it down. Hopefully you can see that. And then you fill it up again. And then the next day comes on, you sip, 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 sip. You finish another one, you put the next marker ring down. 2 down, 4 to go. So I hope this video has served you. I hope this information makes sense to you. And I hope you now think that FitDeck has extended our reach of creating simple, convenient, and fun products to the nutrition world. Please give it a try and let us know your feedback. You've helped us a long way in launching this product.